What if the most powerful play you ever experienced was one you never actually saw? Today, we're diving into a really fascinating form of art called sensorial theater. We'll be looking at a project called Eyes Shut that, believe it or not, turns your own mind into the main stage.
So let's really think about this for a second. Imagine it. You've got your ticket, you're sitting in your seat, the lights go down, and they just stay down. Complete and total darkness. What happens then? How would that actually feel? Well, that question is exactly what this is all about. The whole idea behind Eyes Shut Theater is that, our physical sight can sometimes limit us, but our imagination, that's limitless. It has the power to build entire worlds, landscapes that can be way richer and more meaningful than anything we could physically see. So where did this whole concept come from? Well, it was developed back in 2014 by a group called Pathos Theater, and they got their inspiration from a Stanley Kubrick film, but they kind of flipped the title on its head. So instead of Eyes Wide Shut, their method is all about truly seeing the world with your eyes fully shut. And an idea this big, it didn't just happen in a vacuum. It actually grew into this incredible international project. It brought together 3 really different organizations from all over Europe, and they all shared one mission: to build a new, totally inclusive kind of art. First up, from Romania, we have Forza Junior Castellani. Now, these guys are a social sports club, and they have tons of experience working with visually impaired people. So they brought this crucial, real-world understanding of what it's like to navigate the world without sight. Then, from Serbia, you have the creators of the whole methodology, Pathos Youth Theater. They've been pioneers in experimental theater for decades, since 1986, actually. So they brought all the artistic vision and the big ideas to the table. And rounding out the team is the partner from Cyprus, ACP Elia. So when you put them all together, you've got expertise in visual impairment, experimental theater, and community engagement. You have the perfect international team to make this project a reality. Of course, a vision this ambitious, it's going to need some support. The project was co-funded by the European Union, which was absolutely essential for turning this amazing concept into a tangible artistic reality. So what did they actually create? Well, with this international dream team in place, they got to work. And they ended up producing 3 completely different shows, and each one is its own unique journey designed to be experienced entirely without using your eyes. Okay, the first performance from the Romanian team is called A Magic Day. In this show, every single person in the audience literally becomes a blind child, right in the middle of all the chaos of a family getting ready for Christmas. You're not just watching it, you are living it. And this is how they do it, not with lights or sets, but with pure sensation. You're just surrounded by the smell of coffee and that crisp winter air. You feel someone's hand on yours. You hear the jingle of Christmas ornaments. You taste the mulled wine, hear the carols, the laughter. You even feel a grandmother's kiss. It's an entire reality built just from these sensory details. All right, so if you are getting comfortable in that cozy Christmas scene, get ready for a big change. The Serbian team created a show called Afterlights. This one guides the audience through this really satirical vision of a Balkan afterlife, and it's split into 3 parts: hell, purgatory, and heaven. And this line right here, wow, it just perfectly sums up the whole biting satire of the show. The idea is that all of our cultural baggage, nationalism, consumerism, corruption, it's so deep inside us that we carry it right into the afterlife, where it slowly starts to corrupt paradise itself. It's a really powerful idea. And for the third and final piece from the team in Cyprus, we have The Man with 3 Eyes. This is a deeply human story. It's about a guy who is basically kicked out of his community just for being different, but who, against all odds, ends up finding connection and love and acceptance. And the way they structure this is just beautiful. It's a 5-act journey that really takes the audience through this whole emotional arc. It starts in the market, which is full of gossip and judgment. Then it moves through the hard, shared work of the mine. Then an unexpected connection begins in intimacy. They celebrate it in marriage. And finally, they arrive at home, a place of real acceptance, where the barriers come down. And this brings us to what might be the most crucial point of all. These 3 performances, they're so much more than just stories. They're powerful, non-formal tools for inclusion. They've actually been designed as blueprints that anybody, educators, artists, community leaders, can use to create their own inclusive experiences. And the best part? They want you to be able to do this too. To make it totally accessible, the project created a super comprehensive guide.
It has everything you need: scripts, lists of props, even detailed room layouts like the one you see here. It is a complete toolkit designed to empower anyone to replicate these performances, creating a shared experience that brings people with and without disabilities together.
And that really brings us full circle. See, this isn't just about theater in the end. It's about building empathy by literally changing how we perceive the world. And it leaves us with a really important question. How could you use sensory experiences to build new connections in your own community? The Eyes Shut Guide is an absolutely fantastic place to start that journey.